Welcome to another grocery discovery. I'm Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and today it's another one of those cancer-fighting foods that we need to get in our diet every day. And this one has a crisp flavor, crisp texture, and a good sweet flavor. So you're going to love trying it. Plus, I'm going to take you to my kitchen so you can get started trying this tonight with your family. So remember, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, the comments. If you're watching on Facebook, like the page. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can follow us with all of the videos that I post every week. And we have a lot of content to teach you God's recipe for excellent health. And remember, the first ingredient is always God loves you. He's loved you from the moment of conception. Now, let's go inside and check out this vegetable, and I gotta hear from you. Have you tried it before? And if not, why not? And let's try it tonight. So here we are at the bok choy. Yes, the bok choy is a Chinese cabbage, and just hearing the word cabbage is a good reminder that this is a food that is part of the cruciferous family. And if you have followed me for very long, you know I love cruciferous because it has a flower that shapes into a delicate cross. Yes, so definitely, and even over here on the side, we've got the Brussels sprouts, which are also part of the cruciferous, and we've got the green cabbage, part of the cruciferous as well. We also have right next to that, the red cabbage. So right here, we have a great display of some cruciferous vegetables. So let's focus here on the bok choy. Now, bok choy can come in different sizes. Here we do not have the baby, but we also have just the regular bok choy. So we're looking at these tall green leaves. Nice. Let me see if I can gather this without dropping them all. See how sturdy this is. This is a huge collection of bok choy. We're going to take this back to the kitchen and show you how to cook it. We're looking at these green leaves, lots of great nutrition there, a lot of good food in this bok choy. When it comes to vitamins, this is going to have the entire alphabet. We're going to have vitamin C, E, beta carotene, folate, and selenium. All of these vitamins I just mentioned are very important for preventing and helping to reverse cancer. We have vitamin E and selenium. That's so important to understand. When we have E and selenium together, that helps to fight against breast cancer. So everyone out there, men even get breast cancer, which they don't like to talk about it, but it happens. So we need to have vitamins E and selenium, and these leaves are going to give us a good supply of it. So that's a good reason to start with this. We all know that these vegetables are going to give us fiber, and fiber is going to help us prevent against diabetes, help us to control insulin level, blood glucose level, all of that. Now we also have vitamins 6, B6, and folate. That's important for your heart. Yes, we've got to have this for our heart. Let me share one more list that's in this bok choy, but you're going to have to listen good because the bands behind me, they always like to upstage me on these videos. So in this we have iron, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, zinc, so many vitamins that you need to have strong bones and strong muscles. So we've got to have some bok choy in our diet for that reason as well. One more reason to eat this bok choy is because of the potassium, the calcium, and the magnesium. And we need that so that we can keep our blood pressure balanced and no longer be on high blood pressure medicine. So we really need to pay attention to what we're eating and work with your doctor to help lower your medication because you're going to be eating healthier. So definitely add some bok choy in your diet today if you're dealing with heart issues or blood pressure issues. Now here's something a lot of people don't talk about, but there's a nutrient in these foods here, especially the bok choy and all of these cruciferous, and the fennel even has a little bit too, and it's called choline. Choline helps you to sleep better at night. So eating these foods, having 7 to 9 servings of vegetables a day, that's like 7 to 9 half-cup servings, you're going to be sleeping better. Your body's going to feel better. Now here's my last one. Let me ask you this. How many of you want to have beautiful skin, beautiful complexion, smooth out those wrinkles? Well, then you might want to check out the bok choy because it has collagen and vitamin C. So if you want to have beautiful skin, you want to enjoy bok choy today. Now, these are many reasons to enjoy bok choy. Let's head to the kitchen so I can teach you how to start enjoying it tonight. So I brought the bok choy home from the store, so we just take that bag off. Now here's something I want you to understand. When you buy bok choy from the store, this bag that you put it in from the produce section is perfect to store it. Just wrap it nice and tight, fold it over on the top, and those leaves will stay nice and fresh for a good 5-6 days. Actually, mine that I bought a couple weeks ago was in there over a week and it was still in really good shape. So you can store this, if you're not going to do it tonight, in your crisper section of the refrigerator, and it will store really well. But today we're actually going to cook it. So let's go ahead and take it out of our wrapper. You want to definitely wash it really well. You can do it, you can wash it by separating all the leaves, or depending on how you're going to cook it. And there's several different ways of cooking this. Besides just chopping it fresh and throw it in your salad, or chopping it fresh, throw it in your soups, you can steam it, you can saute it. So much you could do with this to enjoy it. Today we're going to cook it on the stove. We're going to saute it. We're going to add some seasonings to it, and it's going to be delicious. And we're going to be using these dishes here to make our sauce. We've got some Bragg's liquid aminos. We've got some high cooking oil, and we've got just a dab of honey, and then some lime juice. So we'll be mixing those up in just a little bit. So here we have our bok choy. Now there's a couple different things that we could do with it. I'm not real crazy about this outer leaf here. So here's why we would wash it before we use it. So we can use it, and this is just a really huge head that's not always going to be this big in some of your stores. So we could just go ahead and cut it like that and just cook it right like that. See all that dirt hiding in there? So we definitely want to be mindful of that. There we go. So we're going to just saute that just like that. Make some other slices here. And then we'll just go ahead and do one more right here. And this one's not going to stay together because I didn't leave it together. So we will just go ahead and cut this up in small sections, but we'll go ahead and cook these whole so you can see how that would look. Now, let me go ahead and rinse them real quick. So you saw those pieces that needed to be rinsed right there. So we'll just go ahead and run them under the cold water, make sure they get all cleaned out. And this bunch here, I'm just going to open it up and rinse it out. These a couple different ways. We're going to just go ahead and chop these up. You can kind of see over here, I have already got them started. And you go ahead and you're going to use the stalks and the green leaves. You're going to use all of that in your saute. You would use all of it in your soups. You see these vegetables, this cabbage in a lot of your Chinese soups. This is the cabbage that they use. It is a Chinese cabbage, also called a pak choy, and obviously the bok choy, or Chinese cabbage. So we've got our slices over there to be sauteed like that for a different presentation, and then we've got these here that are all chopped up. Now I'm cooking with stainless steel, and I want to make sure it's perfectly hot. So in order to test it, I would just put a drop of water and see how that stays in a drop of water and dances around. That means I'm exactly to the temperature I need to be. I'm going to go ahead and add our 2 teaspoons of oil, or hot cooking oil, and start with sauteing the stems first because they're a little bit more tough. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the green leaves, and we'll just saute this some more till we get it exactly the way we like it. I've already been nibbling on those stems. Oh, they taste delicious. So our bok choy has really steamed up, sauteed very nicely. I've had a couple bites. It is really delicious. Now I had some onions I went ahead and sauteed, so I'm going to put them in with this as well. I had some mushrooms too, but they were not quite as fresh as what I wanted to have. So mushrooms would be a great addition to this. Peppers, fresh sauteed peppers would be a delicious addition to this as well. And it would make the best stir fry salad for your dinner, for your lunch, however you want to enjoy it. You can tell I love onions, so my onions may be a little bit overpowering my bok choy, but that's okay. It's going to taste delicious. So we can go ahead and serve this up. Let me just go ahead and top it with the dressing. If you remember the dressing, we're going to use a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos, some lime juice, and also just a touch of honey. We mix these up together, And then we will sprinkle it on our dish. And there we have it. This is going to be such a good addition to dinner. Stir that up so it all gets, all those flavors get mixed in. And then we will serve it. Okay, here we go. I hope you guys love sauteed vegetables as much as I do, and especially if you have a way of getting in some deep greens into your family's diet like the bok choy. This is just going to be a delicious topping. Definitely we could just put some seasoned ground meat on top of this and it would be our complete meal. We'd have our protein as well. All right, then I'm going to top it off with some seeds. That just looks so beautiful. So let's top it off with a few seeds just for decoration. There we go. I'm actually using some chia seeds. You could use a dark sesame seed. You could use a white sesame seed. Anything to kind of give it just a little bit distinguished color. Let the eyes realize what you're looking at. And there we have our dish. It is so delicious. I can't wait for you guys to try it. I just want to say thanks for letting me share with you this video about bok choy. I can't wait to read your comments down below. How did you like it? Have you had this before? And yes, if you think there's a monkey flipping over my head, you're right. You really want to check out Tom Leonard's because I like to support family stores. I like to support stores that are trying to help the community. So check out your family store near you. And yes, give me a comment what you liked about the bok choy, how you're going to use it. It's time that we start expanding our horizon on what greens we put in our salads and our soups and in all of our dishes today. So come and visit the monkey, and also be sure and hit the like button, subscribe button. Oh, you know the drill. And leave a comment down below. And remember, I'm Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and I'm here to share with you God's recipe for excellent health. And that always includes the very first ingredient: God loves you. He loves you, I love you, and I'm so glad to share this information with you. So thanks for watching.